Hi, welcome to the channel NCRT Maths Tutor. In this video, we are going to discuss Class 12 Mathematics, Chapter 5, Continuity and Differentiability, in that derivative of composite function. How to find the derivative of composite function? Let us have a look on that. Composite function. Composite means here we are talking about two or more functions. If two or more functions are combined together, then we call that as a composite function. For example, let us say that we have a function fx and gx. So if I write these two functions together, f of g of x, then we call this as a composite function. About composite function, we have already discussed in class 11. So now let us see how to find the derivative of composite function. To find the derivative of composite function, we use here chain rule. So what is a chain rule? So to understand chain rule, let us take a real valued function. So I have taken a real valued function f here. Real valued function means the domain and range of the function is a real number. So this real valued function is a composite of two functions. So we have here two functions u and v. So f is equal to v of u or f is equal to v of u of x. We can write this v of u of x. So this is now composite function. Then if we have a composite function, by applying the chain rule, let us see how we can differentiate. So to differentiate this, see, if you have a single function, directly you can apply the formula and you can write the derivative. But as here, in this case, we have two functions, v and u. So to differentiate this, first you have to take one function as t. You can take here any variable. I am taking here t. So t is equal to u of x. So now this function is equal to t. After that, we can easily find the derivative. So now we have to derive this function with respect to x. So df divided by dx is equal to, see, dv. First we have to find the derivative of this. So dv divided by, here we are not writing dx because this function we are differentiating with respect to u and this u is equal to t. So that's why dv divided by dt you have to write. After that, next you have to differentiate this and this is equivalent to t. So dt, this I am differentiating with respect to x. So d divided by dx of t. This you have to write. So this is the chain rule which we can use if we have two functions, that is v and u. If you have two functions, then one function you have to take as t and then first you need to find the derivative of first function and then you have to differentiate that another function, assigned function you have to differentiate. So df divided by dx is equal to dv divided by dt into dt by dx. This is related to two functions. Suppose let us say that you have three functions. So here I have taken three functions u, v and w. So you can see here f is a function which is a composite function and it is a composite of three functions w, u and v. Now in this case, how we can differentiate? So as we have here three functions, first you have to differentiate one function. So first you can differentiate this with respect to u. So here see, these two functions you can assign to some variable. Let us say that v of x is equal to t and this u of t is equal to s. So here now df divided by dx is equal to, first you need to find the differentiation value of these two functions, as here we have a flower bracket. So d by dt of, why this is dt? Because we are differentiating now this function with respect to v and this v is equal to t we have taken. So that's why d by dt of w into u or w of u. Then next you need to differentiate this and this is equivalent to t, that is with respect to x. So d by dx of t. Next again you can write this by applying the second two composition chain rule. You can split and write this as See, now we have to differentiate w with respect to u, and this u is equal to s. So dw divided by ds. Next we have to differentiate this, but this is equivalent to s, so ds divided by dt. Then we have this dt by dx. So like this way you can differentiate the composite function by applying the chain rule. So this is related to the chain rule. Now let us take one example and let us see how to apply the chain rule. See, here I have taken a function fx is equal to sine x square. Generally, suppose if you have fx is equal to sine x, then if we want to differentiate this, then we know that the differentiation of sine x is cos x. So directly we can write the answer cos x. In this case, here we have sine x square. So for this, you can't write the answer as cos x square. If you write like that way, then it is wrong, because here this is not a single function. We have sine x square and then again we have one more function x square. Suppose if you take this as a t value, then we have one function as sine t and another function as x square. So this is a composite function which is a combination of two functions. So now to find the differentiation of this, we need to apply the chain rule. So to apply the chain rule, see, first of all what we do is, if we have two functions, then we take the first function we differentiate, then second function we take as t value. That we have discussed here. See, you can see v and u we have. So this we take as a t and this first we differentiate. So the same thing you have to do here. So first here I am taking the second function x square. This I am taking as t. Next here, now in the place of x square write t. So we have a function y is equal to sine t. The differentiation of sine x already we know, cos x. Here there is a change in the variable, that doesn't matter. So now let us differentiate this. Dy by dx is equal to d by dx of sine t. So here the differentiation of sine t is cos t. So dy by dx is equal to cos t. The differentiation of sine t is cos t. But here we have a function, one more function t. So that function differentiation you need to find, as we have seen here. See, dv divided by dt, we differentiate v first, and after that again we are differentiating this t value, assigned value. So the same thing you have to do here. In this case again you have to differentiate now this t. So now we know that t is nothing but x square that we have taken at the beginning. So t is equal to x square. So now let us find the differentiation of x square. See, for this you can apply the formula x to the power n is equal to n into x to the power n minus 1. This is the differentiation of polynomial function. Here we have in the place of n2. So differentiation of x square is 2x. 2 into x to the power 2 minus 1, that is x to the power 1. So 2x. So now we got the differentiation of t as 2x. You substitute this value in this. So here we get dy by dx is equal to cos t. Then dt by dx is 2x cos t into 2x. Then here t we have taken at the beginning x square. So 2x into cos x square. So this is the derivative of the function sine x square. Like this way, by taking the second function as a t value, you can differentiate this. Similarly, you can differentiate the composite function with the 3 function, 4 functions. Like that way also you can differentiate. This is the method, or in easiest way you can write the differentiation of this in this way. Suppose if you have a function y is equal to sine x square. See, first you need to differentiate this. So the differentiation of this we are writing as cos x square. Then we need to differentiate this x square. We have two functions here, sin x and then x square. So this you have to differentiate. So we get here cos x square into 2x. So 2x into cos x square. So by this way also directly you can perform the differentiation. But here you can observe that in this case also we are applying the chain here. See, this is a chain of function. The composite function is nothing but a chain. First we are differentiating the first function. After that we are differentiating the second function, that is x square. So that's why we call this derivative rule as a chain rule. So this is about the chain rule or derivative of composite function. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Also click the bell icon to get regular notification. Thanks for watching.